So first part, we're talking about the graph of sine function. So when you have y equals sine x, the graph look like this. So the graph passes through the origin. So sine 0 is 0, we know that. And this value here is pi by 2, and the value of sine pi by 2 is 1, you can see here. Now if we start from 0 up to this measure here is 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi, this is our one period of the function. Now if you look at the cosine function, it's just like sine function. If you just replace this one or transfer this one to pi by 2 units to the left, then it will be cosine function. That's why you have seen sine pi by 2 minus x is cosine x. It's one period. If you just take half of it, then the sine function will pass through this. So this point is 0, and this is pi, and this is 2 pi. This measure here is pi by 2, and this one will be 3 pi by 2. So you know pi by 2 is 1, and 3 pi by 2 gives me -1. So the amplitude of this sine function is 1 unit here. That's why it's amplitude 1, period is 2 pi. And remember these values. Pi is close to 3.142, and then pi by 2 will be close to 1.57. I can take a little more. The cosine function has just this one. So cosine 0 is 1. So that's why it goes like this. Now, I'm interested to show you another part on this. Suppose I'm interested to see the graph of negative sine x. So from algebra, we know that if you have a negative sign in front of the function, then the graph has x-axis reflection. So that means this point here will move here, and this point will move here. So then my graph will be like this now, the white one. So this will be the rotation of sine function on x-axis. So it'll go like this. Same way, if you write y equals negative cosine x, so this vertex here will go here, and then it will be like this. Graph will go like this. I'm sorry, so I need to take one exactly like this here. So this is my negative cosine x. Now suppose that my sine function has 3 in front and the 2 inside the function. So we know that when I have something here outside, that is giving me amplitude. So amplitude is 3. That's why it goes 1, 2, 3. And then period is pi, because we know that if you have a constant in here with x, you need to divide 2 pi whole period by that constant. So that's why period is pi. Now look at the graph here. From here to here, this is my pi actually. In my previous one, I had from 0 to 2 pi. Now it is 0 to pi. Now this value here will be pi over 2. Now if you put here pi over 2, then you get cosine 2 times pi over 2 is cosine pi, and you know that this is 0. If I have cosine function, now the amplitude is 4, so that's why I'm going 4 units. And then my period will be now 2 pi over 3. That's why this one, which is close to 2.094. So then I'm taking from here to here. This length is actually 2.094. And then cosine function, it starts like this. This is the middle here. So this vertex will go here with the negative for cosine. So it is very similar to my previous one. Only in this case, my period is little smaller.